a matter of procedure. The morning sun filtered through the ancient oak's leaves, casting dappled light on the council stone. Marino approached the clearing with measured steps, his white wool absorbing the golden light. The two wolves were already there. Grayson, silver-streaked and regal, lounging atop the speaking stone. Fang, darker and rangier, pacing the perimeter with barely contained energy. "You're late," said Grayson, not bothering to rise. His voice carried the practiced patience of those accustomed to power. Marino's ears twitched. The notice for this meeting was only posted at dawn. "Yet we managed to arrive promptly," Fang interjected, pausing his circuit to fix Marino with amber eyes. His tongue briefly licked across white teeth. Grayson gestured toward the wooden ballot box carved from a hollow log. 3 stones lay beside it, 2 gray, 1 white. "As you know, the Meadowlands Charter requires we decide on communal meals through proper procedure. We've called this emergency session to determine today's lunch." Marino's throat tightened. He stepped forward, hooves pressing into the soft earth. "What are the proposed options?" "Quite simple." Grayson stretched, claws momentarily extending before retracting. "We can forage in the eastern brambles, hunt in the western woods, or," a pause, his eyes never leaving Marino, "select from resources already present at this meeting." The air in the clearing grew still. A distant bird called once, then fell silent. "That last option seems unnecessarily limited," Marino said, struggling to keep his voice steady. "The valley is abundant. The riverside offers water chestnuts. The southern fields have ripened grain." Fang snorted. "Grass and roots. Winter approaches. We need sustenance with substance." "The charter guarantees all citizens equal protection," Marino countered, taking another step forward. "Equal voice, equal consideration." Grayson nodded solemnly. "Absolutely. Which is why we vote. Democracy ensures fairness, all voices counted equally." His tone carried such reasonableness that, for a moment, Marino almost believed him. "When the founders established the charter," Marino said, "they envisioned protection for all members, not just the majority. They included provisions for—" "The founders recognized the natural order," Grayson interrupted, examining his paw. "They understood that while procedure matters, reality cannot be ignored." Fang had resumed pacing, a tighter circle now. "Why debate endlessly? Let's vote and proceed. Some of us are hungry." Marino's heartbeat quickened. He glanced at the forest path, calculating. Running would violate charter law. Violators lost all protections. "Perhaps," he suggested, "we could table this decision until more community members are present? A broader representation would." "The charter requires only a quorum of 3 for emergency food provision votes," Grayson recited, standing at last. He stretched again, longer this time, his size suddenly apparent. "And time is of the essence. Shall we proceed?" The sun had shifted, shadows lengthening across the clearing. Marino realized the shadows had always been there, just waiting for the right moment to grow. "I propose we amend the charter," Marino said, desperation edging into his voice. "Create protection for minorities in decision-making, especially when their fundamental interests are at stake." Grayson sighed, a sound of practiced patience reaching its limit. "Amendments require a 2/3 majority, as you know, but we can certainly add your proposal to next month's agenda." He stepped down from the speaking stone and moving toward the ballot box. "For now, we vote as the charter requires." Fang picked up his gray stone, rolling it between his paws. "Democracy at work," he said, dropping it into the box with a heavy thunk. Grayson lifted his stone ceremoniously. "The legitimate transfer of resources from minority to majority is the cornerstone of our community." The second stone rattled against the first. Marino stood still, the white stone untouched before him. "Your abstention will be noted," Grayson said gently, "but the outcome remains binding." "I see now," Marino said quietly. "Democracy isn't about fairness at all. It's about the powerful creating procedures that inevitably benefit themselves." Grayson's expression softened with what might have been mistaken for compassion. "This is why procedures matter so much to us. They transform the natural into the legitimate." He nodded to Fang, who had already moved behind Marino. Without them, this would just be hunting. And with them? Marino asked, feeling Fang's warm breath on his wool. With them, Grayson said, stepping closer. It's merely the will of the majority being served. As Fang's teeth found his throat, Marino understood at last that systems designed by predators would always, inevitably, lead to the same lunch. The end. Thank you for listening to A Matter of Procedure, recorded and published by Millennia Publishing. Visit millenniapublishing.com to explore more stories. Hit the bell icon to stay updated on future releases. Whether you're a longtime fan or a new listener, we appreciate your support and hope you continue to journey with us through more tales to come.